Hey guys, I'm back. I am so sorry for the delay. I've just been horribly sick lately, and I've been sitting in bed. I've missed more days of school than Ferris Bueller, so I haven't really had the chance to do anything. And but I'm all better now, and I'm trying to get this New Moon review out of the way because this week is finals week for me, so I'm gotta be doing some serious studying. But anyway, I'm sure you're all anxious to know what I thought of New Moon, and well, I'm just gonna get this out of the way first. The werewolves in this movie were kind of cool. Okay, I will admit, I, like everyone else, was rolling on the floor laughing when I saw them in the trailer. But I will say this, the werewolves in the movie do look a lot better than they did in the trailer. Just they improved the effects a little. And I gotta admit, I have come around on the quadruped design of them, because I think that's actually pretty creative as opposed to just a big guy in a big furry suit with a thick wolf mask running around, like in that Wolfman movie coming up, which looks horribly stupid. But the werewolves in this movie were actually kind of cool. That's it. That's the only possible sign of goodness in this movie. Everything else, it blows. Really blows. The most blow-tastic, blowy-blow film I've ever seen. Really. No, actually, I'm pulling out all the stops here. This gets my vote for worst movie of the year. This was horrible. Absolutely horrible. I mean, Twilight, the first Twilight, sure it was cheesy, sure it was boring, sure it was way too long, but the problem is Twilight, I'll get flocked for saying this, but Twilight was not a bad movie. This is a bad movie. This is the definition of bad movie. I mean, there's so many things wrong with it. That's why I got the werewolves out first, so I could spend the rest of the video slamming this thing. There's just so many things wrong with this movie. Where do I begin? Okay, let's start with the fact the movie, it felt like it kept repeating itself over and over and over again. Look, I can pretty much sum up the whole movie right here, right now. Spoilers ahead. I'm pulling out all the stops on this one. Okay, first 5 minutes of the movie, Bella and Edward, they're all fine. She's all happy. She's with Edward. Everything's cool. Cullen's for her birthday party. She gets a paper cut, and Edward dumps her. Okay, timeout. She gets a paper cut, and he dumps her. Think that through in your heads a sec. A paper cut. Seriously. And on top of that, how do you get a paper cut opening a birthday gift? I mean, you can't really see very well in the trailer, but in the movie, she's just trying to get there's a ribbon tied around a box, she's trying to slide the ribbon off, and she gets a paper cut. Seriously. At least Nigahiga's spoof of New Moon, they actually cleared it up a little, they gave her a knife, which was funny and made a lot more sense, but on top of that, why now does Edward dump her? She almost gets attacked by a vampire, and then she dumps her. Dude, she got bitten by a vampire in the last movie, and you still went out with her. Sense, explanation, logic, where are they? I'm sure I'm missing them. Okay, anyway, so Bella gets paper cut, Edward dumps her, and Bella's goes to this deep depression, literally forever. I'm serious. There's this god-awful shot in the movie where Bella's just sitting in a room, literally like this the whole time. And like the camera's going around and around and around her, and like as it goes around, you see out the window it's like snowing and leaves are falling and it's all springtime. It keeps going over and over again. It's the cheesiest thing in the world. On top of that, they feel the need every time they show a new season at the window to put a subtitle saying what time of year it is. Really? Subtitles? It's snowing at the window and you feel the need to say that it's December? Really? I was just gonna guess it was August. I mean, just looked so happy and cheery at the window. What is this, Captain America? Oh, and that shot is just horrible. All while the worst, I guarantee you, the worst song in the history of the whole wide world is playing during that shot. That shot is just horribly awful. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm rambling a lot here, so if for those of you keeping score, Bella's all happy with Edward first. He dumps her. She goes through a deep depression. Then Bella meets Jacob. She starts hanging out with Jacob for a while, and she's all nice. Happy, cheery montages. Yeah, there are a lot of those in this movie. The Bella's hanging out with Jacob. Then there's... It's kind of hard to explain, but then Jacob gets into the whole werewolf deal, and then tells Bella, you know, we shouldn't hang out. Basically dumps her again. And then Bella's depressed again for a while. See? Oh, and the ending. I have a lot of things to say about this ending. First of all, the Volturi. For those of you who don't know, the Volturi... No, you know, you've seen the trailer. Edward's talking about the Volturi, vampire government. You know that. It's just they have all this built up. Edward's talking about them being like enforcing the laws, vampire world, making sure they kill people and drink their blood. But then you see them at the end of the movie, and they do nothing. Nothing at all. All they do is just sit in chairs going like this. I'm not kidding. That is all they do. All this build up, and all they do is sit in chairs. And the lead guy, the Volturi, I think he's played by Michael Sheen. I know he's in the movie. I don't know that who he plays. I haven't seen him in any other movie, so could be wrong. Anyway, the lead guy, the Volturi, I don't know what he's doing. I really, really don't. He's not scary. He's not intimidating. He's not threatening. What is this guy? I mean, seriously, I'll reenact a scene for him. This is how he is in the whole movie. Oh, hello, my dears. Hello. Hello, vampire, fellow human friend. Do you mind if I drink your blood? Hi. Not joking. Not joking at all. That's what he does the whole movie. I mean, it's like some goofy clown, or kind of like Johnny Depp playing Willy Wonka. Imagine that. Except, not funny. I don't know if he's trying. No, he cannot be trying to be threatening or intimidating. He's just being stupid. And I bet you're all wondering, well, how was Dakota Fanning in this movie? I don't know. She wasn't in it. She was literally in the movie for a minute. 1 minute. 60 seconds. That's it. So let me get this straight, Summit Entertainment and all the guys over How to Deal with New Moon. You cast Dakota Fanning, one of the greatest child actors out there, leading this whole big media frenzy on, you know, is she right for the part, and like, well, what's she gonna be? See her in the trailer, everyone gets all amped up, ooh, excited she's gonna be really cool, and then not even use her. I don't know what to say. I really don't. It's pathetic. This movie is pathetic. Oh, and the last scene of the movie, well, I will admit the last shot of the movie is actually kind of a clever way to end the movie. It just kind of reminded me of the end of Hellboy 2. The last shot of Hellboy 2. Kind of like that. And the last shot of New Moon was actually, I will admit, kind of funny and kind of clever. But it's just the problem is, it's trying to be a cliffhanger. You know it's supposed to be a cliffhanger. Feels like a cliffhanger. I mean, but it's not a cliffhanger. Why? Because you know what Bella's going to say. I mean, seriously. I mean, she goes all the way over to Italy to save Edward from being killed, and then tries to stop him from being killed by all the other vampires, and you seriously think it's going to be a cliffhanger on whether she's going to marry the guy or not? Seriously, you could have just made the movie 5 seconds longer, have her say yes, and say see you next summer for Eclipse. Because it seriously feels like now they're just dragging this out. Seriously, it's like this movie felt totally useless. It's like, besides the werewolves, this movie felt totally useless. This is pathetic. This is a pathetic, awful movie, worst movie of the year. Do not, on any circumstances, see this movie. It's like a scratch that. If you're a Twilight fan, see this. Why not? They'll eat it up. This movie's already made a gajillion dollars at the box office. If you're a Twilight fan, see it. But odds are, if you have a penis, you will not like this movie at all. I give it a star. 1 star. It was so bad. And I just wish I could delete the film from my brain. That's how bad it was. So, pretty much done here. And, hope I enlightened you guys in introducing my... Oh, yeah! Got my tickets for Avatar next Friday. Seeing that. Gonna review up then. Super excited. And...